Welcome to AUTOCAD Training on two-dimensional drafting and introduction to 3D modeling and visualization. This entire course is based on AUTOCAD 2016, which is the 30th release of the software. When you launch AUTOCAD software, you will get this particular screen. You will have a Start tab on the left side. Then you will see a list of recently opened documents which can be scrolled, and you can open any desired document from here. And you will see a notification area which will give you some information related with AUTOCAD. And you have a connect section over here with which you can connect to A360 or Autodesk 360, which is the cloud service offered by the Autodesk company. And you can save drawings to this cloud, and you can open drawings from the cloud. Down below, I have a Learn page. When I click over here, I'll see a number of tutorial videos related with AUTOCAD training. And each of these videos are categorized in various sections. But I would like to create a new drawing now, so I'll click on the Create button, and I've got the Create page. Over here, I have an arrow. When I click on this arrow, I'll see a number of templates. But I'm not going to make use of any of these templates now because I would like to start a drawing right from the scratch. So I click on the Start Drawing button. When I click over here, I have reached onto a blank drawing file. And you can see the interface of the AUTOCAD software. At the upper left corner, I have a button, and this button is called the Application button. When I click over here, I'll get a menu. And this is called the Application menu. You must already be familiar with all these items which is displayed here. When I click on New, I can open a new drawing. When I click on Open, I can open an existing file. By clicking on the Save, I can save a file. And when I click on Save As, I can save a drawing file in a different name. By clicking on Export, you can export a drawing file in a variety of other formats, including PDF. And you can just click on Publish to publish your drawing in web compatible formats. Then you can just click on Print to plot your drawing. And you have drawing utilities over here with which you can change units, and you can recover a damaged file, and you can do things like that. And of course, you can press close to close this drawing file. You have Exit AUTOCAD to exit from the AUTOCAD software. AUTOCAD is basically a command-based software. That means anything and everything you want to do in AUTOCAD, you do that with the help of commands. What exactly is a command? A command in AUTOCAD is defined as a valid instruction which is given to the software by the user, for which the software responds back to the user by giving certain messages called prompts. All the commands available in AUTOCAD are grouped over here. And this particular area is the heart of the AUTOCAD software, and it is called the ribbon. This particular interface is available from AUTOCAD 2009 onwards. And this ribbon is categorized into various tabs. For example, we have a Home tab, Insert tab, Annotate tab, Parametric tab, etc. And each tab is subdivided into various panels. For example, under the Home tab, you will see a Draw panel. And inside the Draw panel, you will see the icons corresponding to commands such as line, polyline, circle, arc, etc., which are nothing but objects that can be drawn. When you click on the down arrow at the Draw panel, you can see that more commands are available here. When you take the cursor onto the corresponding commands, you will see a tooltip and a corresponding help. Likewise, you can see down arrows at each panels. Hence, the ribbon gives access to almost all commands in AUTOCAD. AUTOCAD by default displays the entire ribbon. But if you want, you can control the display of this ribbon in 3 different ways. If you click over here, the ribbon will get changed to panel buttons. So I'll make a click here. Now the Draw panel will get changed to a button. Similarly, Modify panel will also get transformed to a button. When you take the cursor onto the corresponding buttons, you will get access to all commands that comes under the Draw panel. Next, if you click once more here, then the panel buttons will get changed to just tabs. And when you take the cursor here, you will get access to the same number of commands. Now you have more screen space available. Now if you make one more click, you will see only the tabs. And when you take the cursor onto a particular tab, and when you make a click, you will see the ribbon temporarily appearing on the screen. And suppose if I click on the line command, and if I click the start point, that ribbon will disappear. If you want, you can cycle through the same sequence to get all the states back. That means if I make a click here, you will get the full ribbon. And if you make one more click, you can get back to all those previous states. In the application menu, we have a search box which can be used to search any desired command in AutoCAD. The software will give you the method to access that command, and you will get the complete help related with that command. And you can also invoke that command when you click on that command. For example, if I want information about the trim command, I can type trim there. The software will give me the exact position of that command in the ribbon, and it's available in the Home tab Modify panel. And if I keep my cursor here, I'll get help related with that command, and when I just give a click there, I can invoke that command. Let's continue with the interface. This area is called the Quick Access Toolbar, or QAT. And this area contains the same options which you have seen in the case of the application menu. We have options to open a new file, open an existing file, and you can save a file. You can save a file in a different name, you can plot it, you can undo, and you can redo. And here you will see a down arrow. When you click on this down arrow, you will get a drop down menu. And in this menu, some options are checked. And these options are displayed here. And if you want a particular option to be displayed in the Quick Access Toolbar, all you have to do is just make a click here. For example, if I want the workspace option to be displayed here, just click on the workspace. So you will see that appearing here. This workspace switcher will let you change your workspaces depending upon your requirement. Suppose when you perform two-dimensional drafting, you can stick to drafting and annotation interface. And if you want to perform basic 3D modeling, you can click on 3D basics and you will see commands corresponding to 3D basics. If you want to perform advanced 3D modeling, you can just click on 3D modeling interface and you will see more options and commands related with 3D modeling. If you want, you can save a particular workspace. Now I would like to switch over to drafting and annotation interface. And you will see this particular panel. It is called Design Feed panel. You can just close it. You don't actually need to activate the workspace switcher at the Quick Access Toolbar. That's because we have the same options available as a gear icon in the status bar toggles. When you just click on the gear icon, you will come across with the same options to switch the workspace. So what I'll do is I'll disable the workspace switcher option in the Quick Access Toolbar. So I'll just click to disable it. Now I'll click on this down arrow and I'll check an option called Show Menu Bar, and you will get a menu bar. When you take the cursor onto this menu bar, you will get a special type of menu called Pull Down Menu. If you are switching over from older versions of AutoCAD, you must already be familiar with this menu. And in this menu, you will see all the commands that is seen in the ribbon. I don't need this, so I'll hide the menu bar. So click on Hide Menu Bar. And this area is called the title bar because that indicates the title of your drawing file along with the version name of AutoCAD. Over here, you can key in any command name or phrase and you will get complete help from the online help system of the software. For example, if I give trim and if I give an enter, I'll get complete information related with the trim command. And over here, I have already logged in to my user account in A360 Cloud Storage. And if you want, you can just register your user account in a360.autodesk.com. You can get a free account from the site. You can also install Autodesk 360 app in your Android and Apple devices. When you click on this button, you can install apps that will work inside AutoCAD software. And when you click on this button, you can stay connected with the Autodesk community to exchange informations. And when you click over here, you will get access to the complete help system in AutoCAD in a systematic manner. And these three controls are native controls in any Windows application, which can be used to minimize, maximize, and close AutoCAD software. And you can see the same controls here, but these controls are meant for the current drawing file. This black area which you see here is called the drawing window, and this is where you actually create drawings and make 3D models. And this icon over here is called the view cube, which is used to view a three-dimensional object in various angles. And this vertical icon is called a navigation bar, which is used to perform basic navigations such as pan, zoom, orbiting, etc. For example, I'll draw a circle using the center radius method. So I'll click to define the center and drag to specify the radius. And if I click on the pan icon and when I pan it, I can move the entire screen along with the circle. And if I click on the zoom extends icon, I'll get maximum possible available magnification. The same activity can also be performed using the scroll wheel of a 3-button mouse. If you simply hold down the scroll button of the mouse, you can perform panning. And when you double tap the scroll button, you will get the same zoom extends action. The left button of the mouse is basically used to perform selections as well as to give user inputs. When you press the right button of the mouse, you will get context sensitive menu. When I click over here, I'll get this particular menu. When I click over here, I'll get a different menu. But when I click here, it's a different menu. So depending upon where you click, I'll get a corresponding menu. By rolling the scroll wheel of the mouse, you can zoom in and you can zoom out. If the object has gone outside the screen, you can press zoom extends to bring it within the screen, either by using the navigation bar or by double tapping the scroll wheel. This icon over here is called the user coordinate system icon, which indicates the directions of X and Y axis. And this area is called the command line. If you want, you can close the command line by clicking on this cross and then just give yes. And when you press Ctrl key and the 9 key simultaneously, you can get the command line back. At the upper left corner of the screen, you can see in canvas controls. You can see a hyphen here, which is called viewport controls, which is used to subdivide your screen into a number of subscreens. Over here, when you click, you will see a number of views which are predefined, which can be used to take any desired view of a 3D object. And this particular option is used to change the visual style of a 3D object. So these options we generally use only in 3 dimension. At the bottom left corner, we have model tab as well as layout tabs. In AutoCAD, you basically work in 2 screens. One is called model space, another one is called paper space. Paper space is also called layouts. When you click on the layout tab, you will see a virtual sheet of paper. You can plot your drawing in different paper sizes and in different scales. When you take the cursor onto the file tab, you will see the same options appearing. So I'll just click on model to go back to the model space. When you click on the view menu, you will see options to toggle the display of the various icons in AutoCAD screen. When you click on UCS icon, the display of UCS icon is suppressed. When you click on the view cube, you can suppress the display of the view cube. Since we get the layout from the file tab, we can just suppress the display of layout here. So that will disappear from the bottom left corner. Over here, we have a set of items called status bar toggles. Each item can be in the on state or in the off state. And when an item is on, it is displayed in blue color, and if it is off, it is displayed in gray color. And each item can have its own menu when you right click on it. For example, when I right click over here, you will get this particular menu. But when I right click on this particular item, you will get a different menu. You can add and remove items if you want. For that, you have to just click on the customization button at the lower right corner. When you click over here, you will see a number of options appearing. If I want to add quick properties, just click on that. So that quick property will appear here. If you want, you can just uncheck that item to remove it from the status bar toggle area. Now we have covered all elements in AutoCAD user interface. Let's open a new file and work on it. In AutoCAD, there are different methods to open a new file. As we have discussed before, you can click on the application button and select new and drawing option. Or you can click on the new item in the quick access toolbar and you will see a number of templates here. AutoCAD ISO.dwt is a default template. Click on open to open a new file. Or else you can just click on the plus sign in the file tab to open it. This is the easiest method. If you do not give a file name, AutoCAD will give the file name as drawing 1, drawing 2, drawing 3, etc. If you press Ctrl S for the first time, it will ask you for a file name as well as the path. I'll give a file name as my first, since this being my first drawing, and I'll just give save. So your drawing is renamed as my first. In the next video, I'll show you how to set the units and limits before you start making a drawing.